Hey everybody, and welcome back to Final Fantasy 15. I literally just completed the game, like the cutscene just happened. This is your certificate of completion once you finish the game, and then you get to take a few more photos with you. All 79 of them, you can delete or save them if you want to. It's not that big of a deal. So, right now we're going to click no. No, okay, yeah, we want to save the completion data. That's what we want to do. And save it over this one. The other one's just the other playthrough I've ever done. So right now we don't want to load. So it'll load from the last save file you've had. Yeah, sure, we'll go with yes. And it's going to load up again. This game does have New Game Plus. You can do it from the home screen after we go into the loading screen, because I guess it doesn't let you go back to the home screen. Whatever that, I don't know, it's stupid, I think. But when it saves your game, and then it always saves it, I think, at the last point you rested at, if I'm not mistaken. And then it'll take you back to the home screen. So if you go back in that game, it'll take you back to the last point you rested at, which is right outside the Citadel. You can redo that mission if you want to, and as you're seeing there at the end, you can get a fucking ridiculous amount of AP from just keep refighting those bosses. But at any time, we can go into New Game Plus. You just click on this icon here, click on that, and then you click on New Game Plus, and it tells you what file you want to do through New Game Plus. And basically, you start the whole game over, and you keep your level, your items, accessories, everything. And I mean literally everything. Even story-locked items, all the royal arms you got, you get to keep all those from the beginning. The Ring of Lucis, you can use that straight off the beginning. It's nuts. They literally give you everything. It's kind of dumb in my opinion, honestly. But we're going to go into the save file here, pretty much just to show you what you can do, which really isn't much. Honestly, nothing's really going to be different. It'll basically just be like right before you went into the final battle. But one more thing to mention is that when it says Chapter 15 here, there are only 14 chapters in the game. Chapter 15 is basically just all the post-game. At this point, the only thing really to do is you can call Umbra, or you can stay and explore around Insomnia, or you can call Umbra and go back to past Lucis or past Altissia and just run around and do whatever the hell you want. So that's pretty much all there really is to do. There's a few things you can do that aren't story related, and I'll get to those in just a second. Alright, we're back here. I gotta actually click on the game to be able to move shit. At any time, you can go in here, and then you can call Umbra and go into past Lucis if you want to, just like you could before. So that's pretty much all there is really to do here. In past Lucis, really what there only is ever to do is, we're gonna leave him alone. I just wanted to show that. The only thing really to do in past Lucis is there's a shit ton of side quests, story quests are all done, so you won't have to worry about them ever again. Was there an item there? Oh, it was just, okay, magic. And at any time, you can go back straight into the Citadel. Cerberus will already be dead, so you can't just keep grinding up for those ridiculously good hold items, although now I really wish you could, because damn, they were useful. And you can just keep replaying the ending over and over and over again. And I got 280 fucking Ascension points right at the end. Because there's a lot. They give you a lot from those fights with what's his name? The three kings of Lucis. Ah, fuck! I hit my hand on my desk. With the Fierce, the Mystic, and the Rogue. Not in that order. You get a lot of AP for fighting them. So if you want to grind AP, that's one of the better ways to do it. And now we're going to return back. No. Stop. We're returning back to the title screen. Yes. And then I wonder how long this loading screen is going to be. More loading screens. Yay. Okay, so yeah, it takes you back to the home screen. So, one more thing I want to mention that you can do is if you noticed when we were playing the game, there's, I believe it's 13 royal arms you can get, and we did not get them all. There are some royal arms that are optional, and they're around the world. If you want to go and venture for them, you can Google where they are easily, or if you just go exploring around the world, you'll run across a couple of them. A lot of them are in a lot of really cool dungeons, honestly. I think it's really cool. If we go down here to Special, you can replay at any time, go back to the second half where you're playing as Gladiolus and Ignace during Chapter 13. I played as Noctis, but like I said, there's a lot of content I'm going to leave so that people can go and just watch it whenever they want. I want people to go and get the game themselves and play, so that's why I left there's some things that I'm not going to finish. I'm not going to show, so it gives some reason for people to go back. On the home screen, you also have a special gift from Twitch Prime. You can authenticate your Twitch Prime to make it so you can play this game without worrying about copyright strikes. It's just something to do if you want to. And then down here on mod, this is a PC only thing. You can add mods to the game that pretty much just, there's a lot of things you can do with them. Right now I'm not going to worry about going into any detail because I don't ever really mod any games at all except for Minecraft. I don't even play Minecraft anymore. It's been years, so I don't mess around with mods, but you can do all sorts of things like make a character look different, add all sorts of cool things, basically just kind of reskin everything if you want to. Also, when you complete the game, you get chapter select. At any time, you can go back into the story and start from wherever the hell you want, even all the way at the end. I don't know why you'd restart at chapter 15. That's kind of stupid if you ask me, but whatever. So you can go back anytime you want and restart the story from wherever you want if you don't want to. If you want to skip some of the... Because I'll give this game credit. Up until around, I'd say, chapter 4 or 5, it's kind of... Like, it's not nearly... I think this game picks up around chapter 4 or 5 and for the rest of it, especially after... right here. After chapter 10, it's just a non-stop just greatness. But if you want to skip all the open world stuff, you can skip straight to chapter 10 if you want to. Next is downloadable content. This is all the DLC stuff I was talking about. So you have episode Gladiolus, which gives the story of where Gladiolus went during the time that he left when we were going to get the mithril we needed to repair the boat. He went and found Core, and they went on an expedition. This is that story. Prompto tells the story of him being lost in the Empire after Ignace confused him for Arden and swung his sword at him and threw him off the train. It's basically just his story of how he ended up from there and somehow managed to make it all the way to Zegnata's Keep. And then episode Ignace is right after you fight Leviathan and Noctis gets knocked out. Ignace goes to him and a whole bunch of story stuff happens. That's his story basically. Try to avoid the spoilers. And then this game also has a multiplayer expansion, which is Final Fantasy V Comrade or Final Fantasy 15 Comrades. I've never actually played this before. I don't know if it's any good or not. I'm not ever gonna really bother with it, honestly. It just doesn't seem like it's all worth my time. Just the main thing about this game I love is the story. The DLCs are also really good. They all tie in very well to the story, in my opinion. And then that's pretty much it, honestly, from the beginning. That's pretty much everything you get for completing the game. There's not really anything else to show off. This was kind of just a quick bonus episode to show everything you get after beating the game and the DLCs and the like. So with that, I already gave my outro in the last video during the finale. So if you want it there, just go hear my words there. I already had my thoughts and opinions on the project, so if you want to go back and listen to it. But with that, this is going to be the end of Final Fantasy 15, so I'll see you guys in the next series, and I hope you guys have a good day.